Joining me live from ATS Village, we have Amita Goel and Meetu Pandey joining us live. Amita, to you first. Right behind you is the Supertech Twin Towers. I can see it right behind you. That's how close, your homes are to the building itself. What plans, what have you been told? Have you been told about evacuating, getting out of there for a few hours? What do you know so far and what do you plan to do?
What we know is what is already in the public domain, which is quite sketchy. It's as simple as that fact that we have to get out at 7 a.m. or before on the day and be back anytime after 4 p.m. once it's been vetted that, the buildings are safe to be reoccupied. Having said that, there is no other further information, and I am concerned, of course, that 7 a.m. is an early time, and with the large number of flats that we have, everyone evacuating at that time might be quite chaotic. I, for myself, am getting out earlier and going to come back 2 days later.
Meetu, are you worried? That's your balcony. There are some towers which are much nearer to the actual building. Are you worried because many tests have been done for this demolition, many simulations have been done as well. What's going through your mind? 5 days left.
Hi, Shiv. Yes, there is a large amount of apprehension in the mind and heart, and of course, we are extremely worried, and so we are doing a lot of things, planning in our minds, whether to keep, carry all the documents, or whether to, place all our wall-mounted TVs and paintings on the bed, how to safeguard the glass doors. So a lot of things on the mind, and yes, a lot of apprehensions as well.
And Amita, has the colony, been helping with information and, advising residents on what they need to do? Because, this is a sort of once in a lifetime kind of thing. You don't see this thing happen every day. I was just reading this is actually the third biggest demolition ever in the world, apart from being the biggest one in India.
It is going to be quite intense and quite large. Our specific RWA hasn't yet come out with anything in terms of a set of ground rules. I believe they are working on it, and I'm sure it will come out soon enough. We have 7 days to go, so this is really the time that it should be coming out.
Meetu, one final question to you. As you make plans to get out of your colony because that's mandatory, are you hoping to be, that things will be back soon? What's the mood like in the colony? Is everyone talking about this demolition? Is everyone worried about it? Because I know that, some of those buildings behind you have these large white covers on them. So there is a sort of constant daily reminder that this demolition is coming up.
Yes, Shiv, it's definitely the talk of the town, and everybody's been talking about it. Now, the big question is, we've been told that we can be away till about 4 o'clock or 4:30 on Sunday evening, but we are hoping that we are able to come back, and let's wait and watch. It's a wait and watch situation. Do we get back on Sunday evening, or do we have to extend this stay by another night?
Amita,
so I think that's what everybody wants to know.
Absolutely. And another thing I've been curious about, and some people have been talking about, Amita, is, the health issues because of the huge amount of debris and dust that a demolition of this kind can actually throw up. Have you been reading, or, is there any information out there about possible health, risks from such a large dust cloud so nearby?
Actually, that is the one thing that worries me most in the entire situation. I am not too worried about the fact that, the demolition will go to plan. I mean, they're good companies, and I'm sure they're very good at what they do. I work in the architecture industry, so I understand that it's, it's well thought of, and they've built a good amount of error margins within their thing. I can't imagine that they would do something on this scale with any level of risk. But the one thing that you can't calculate and that you can't account for is the dust and dirt, and how long it's going to hang in the air, how is it going to affect us. It's a bit like the AQI. It's really, really difficult to understand the implications on your health, whether it's short-term or long-term, until many, many years have passed. And, that is something that's in nobody's control or not quantifiable. So it's very, very worrying.
Amita and Meetu, please take care of yourselves. Thanks very much for joining me with that first-hand look